for 29. We are live streaming across the country and the world, that is. This is, again, your host, and I'm bringing it to you. We got such a special show tonight. I'm very happy to be able to bring you two talented individuals, not one but two. It's a bonus show, folks, tonight. Episode 29, we have Polish Power, also known as Polish Smile, Paul Koczwanski, and also Kathy Kimmel. But they're not who they are. They're actually Edith and Archie Bunker from the Allinthefamily sitcom that was a big sitcom in the 1970s. All in the Family debuted January 12, 1971, and went on to April 8, 1979. 205 episodes, 9 seasons. And here they are tonight, Archie and Edith Bunker, who was played originally by Carol O'Connell and Gene Stapleton. The sitcom was through the 70s, very popular, folks. These two individuals that I have here tonight for you, live on Wrestling with Comedy, have actually been on stage as Archie and Edith Bunker, the Bunkers, at different venues, including the big show in Cranston, Rhode Island, back in October of last year, 2025. That was the big show that they played the characters. We are so happy to have them here tonight. Let's welcome Archie and Edith Bunker to the show, The Bunkers. Welcome, Archie and Edith.
What are we doing here?
Well, Archie, I think that Mr. Davis wanted to have us here because he's really famous. He's a famous wrestler and a famous comedian. But I want to know why you have no shoes on in the house.
First things first. I thought this guy was the other Davis, Sammy Davis. That's who I wanted to talk to. Yeah.
Oh, no, Archie. This Mr. Davis is really famous. He couldn't get the other one. So we're going to talk to him tonight.
Okay, I guess we have to do that.
Yeah. Well, I wanted you to dress up nice and wear your good shoes, and your good shoes aren't on, Archie.
Well, Edith, who did you have over here earlier? Was it Bonnie Hefner and his dog?
Well, yeah, because he came by and he wanted to drop off the wrench that he borrowed from you, and it was such a beautiful day that he came over with his Cocker Spaniel.
Well, his Cocker Spaniel left me a calling card on the front porch, dingbat.
Oh, well, Archie, you should have watched where you were stepping.
How can I watch where I'm stepping? I'm trying to come into the house here after a nice hard day work down at the docks.
All right, well, I don't know what you want me to do with your shoes.
Give me another beer, huh?
All right, Archie, but that's not going to clean your shoes. You can use it for your hair, though.
Dingbat.
All right, Archie, here's your beer. I got a nice cold one for you.
Thanks, Edith, there. Cheers to all the public out there, huh?
So, Archie, how was your day?
Oh, it was a long day down at the shipyard and the docks there.
So?
They did make me the foreman there today.
Oh, congratulations! Oh, I'm so proud of you, Archie.
Don't slobber all over me, dingbat.
Oh, Archie, you're not a slobberer. You've always been a pecker. All right, now, I wanted to tell you this story as soon as you brought up the little dog. Oh, I was a little girl. I so remember when I was a little girl, I wanted a dog so badly. Oh, my gosh, and I was going to name him Spot. But my father didn't want a little dog. He said they were too much work, and you had to walk them all the time and feed them and bring them outside. So he said we should get a cat. And our neighbor had a cat. And I thought, oh, we can name the cat Spot. But the funny thing was our neighbor his cat didn't have a spot. It had a stripe. And then we found out it was a skunk. Oh.
It actually sounds and smells like the rest of your family.
Oh, Archie, you love my family.
No, dingbat, I don't.
Oh, Archie.
Especially your uncle there.
Oh, what's wrong with my uncle?
Well, when has he ever put down a beer can?
When you put down your beer can.
He drinks a lot more than I do, dingbat. And he doesn't work. He hasn't worked in like 50 years.
That's because he's retired. Well, he retired maybe 10 years ago.
10 years ago, and he still doesn't have a job.
Oh, I wanted to let you know. I got a coupon today that said if I put in the address and I mail it back to the company and it was for your clean peaches, that they would send me back a quarter.
A quarter?
Yeah. So what I did is I did this about a week ago, and guess what I got in the mail?
A quarter?
I got a quarter. But then guess what I got in the mail the next day?
I don't know.
What quarters? But I don't feel right, Archie, because I've gotten maybe 6 quarters so far, and I only was supposed to get 1.
So?
But it's not. Oh, Archie, it's not. It doesn't feel right. I shouldn't be getting all these quarters for 1 can of clean peaches and heavy syrup.
Well, why don't we go out and spend it? Then we don't have to worry about it.
No, Archie, what I want to do is I want to return it.
Retain it?
Oh, well, yes, because it's not something that we should keep. Oh, and let me go get this letter. Oh, there was something from the Veterans Administration that I wanted to show you. Oh, my.
Oh, I can't wait to see this.
Archie and Edith Bunker are here tonight, and we are in the middle of really reliving the sitcom right here. It's really a great throwback from the 1970s sitcom with Carol O'Connor, who played Archie Bunker, and Gene Stapleton, who played Edith Bunker. Gloria was the daughter, and the son-in-law was Michael, also known as Meathead. The show debuted on January 12, 1971, like we mentioned in the beginning of the podcast here tonight, and it went till April 8, 1979, 9 seasons, 205 episodes. And I wanted to mention to Paul and Kathy, you have people here saying, "Here we go," and D stand up. Hello, I love the Bunkers. Bambi says, "Hey, love you both." LOL from Bambi, laughing out loud. They really love what we had seen right from the get-go. Like I had said, very talented individuals here as guests on Wrestling with Comedy. Polish Power Paul Koczwanski, who also has worked as Polish Smile, is here with Kathy Kimmel, who's an actress. They both do theater. They're very active on the scene constantly. Very talented combined together, and they've been doing the Bunkers and being the Bunkers, and they've actually done a big show for Keeping It Real Comedy back last year. We actually have the poster right here that I just wanted to show to the audience. And here it is, Paul Koczwanski, I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name, brother, and Kathy Kimmel as Archie and Edith Bunker. And what a crowd was there that night. And here it is, and their names are right here on the poster, and they've rocked that facility, and the people just loved what they brought to the table. And I know them both personally, and they really, truly love what they do, and they put everything into what they do on stage. Let's welcome once again, and let's welcome them as who they are, Polish Power Paul and Kathy Kimmel, actor and actress, stand-up comedian. Welcome to the show, folks. Let's start off. When you started up in theater and everything else, and were you fans of All in the Family back in the 70s when the sitcom aired?
I've been a fan since day one, and I was probably maybe 6 years old when it started.
Me too. My dad was parked in front of the television every time when Archie would come on, and he loved the show. We all grew up loving the show. I loved Edith, Gene Stapleton's humor. I like characters like her. She's always been a favorite of mine. So it was great. It was great. So and we still watch it today. I mean, it's hysterical and timely.
It is. But some of the stuff they say isn't right. But what are you going to do? It was the time.
Well, yeah, times change, Paul, and but there's so many fans of the sitcom, like we had mentioned earlier, and I was mentioning earlier, with nine seasons, 205 episodes from January 12 to 1971 through April 8, 1979. So it's a very popular sitcom. It was all in the family, and again, what characters that you both do, you resemble both of the characters. You really bring it to the table. I was happy to have you. I was back in October the 23rd, that was up in Cranston, Rhode Island. And that show there, well, actually, was it the 23rd? Let's make sure we got that.
It was the 23rd.
Paul, you know your date. It was, brother. It was the 23rd. But let's talk a little bit. Let's start with Paul. Paul has worked with Keeping It Real Comedy back April 12, 2025, Woonsocket, Rhode Island. He came back on June 13th on the Jimmy Small Big Memorial Show. He headlined that show, tribute to Jim Biggie Smalls, rest in peace, Rainham, Massachusetts. Polish Power smiling. Paul here, right here. He was the headliner. He came back on July 18th back in Rainham on the outdoor stage in Rainham, and he featured July 18th. Came back August 1, hit another spot for Keeping It Real Comedy, an outdoor show, and he also worked August 8th as the host of a show at Keeping It Real Comedy. Paul and I have worked at other venues, such as Poppy's Hot Mic out in Wakefield, Rhode Island. We also worked at Taunton District Center at a sold-out venue back a couple of years ago. I go way back with Paul. What a great comedian. He's also a great person, and we're glad to have him here tonight on the show. I met Kathy approximately a year and a half ago or so, and what a pleasure to meet her. Kathy now is a actress. She does theater, and I want to start with Kathy. Kathy, tell me a little bit about your experience, and when did you start as an actress?
Oh my gosh, I started acting with community theater probably around 34 years ago.
Wow.
Started with the Bristol Community Theater. Over the years, I've done a lot of independent films with Brett Davey. I did 4 independent films with him. Actually walked onto the set of the movie Infected, got to be a zombie. That was a lot of fun. And got really interested in doing lots of theater about 9 years ago with the Arctic Playhouse. Currently, Paul and I are in Arsenic and Olace that's showing through June 7th. And Paul has gotten me into stand-up comedy. So I have actually done a couple of local mics, open mics. So I love being on stage. I love working with Paul. It was kind of funny because Paul was doing a show at Seafood and Cones, and after the show, he started doing his impression of Archie Bunker. I started doing Edith Bunker. He didn't know I could do Edith Bunker. So then we just started riffing away, and if we remember, Joel, you kind of ended up almost on the ground laughing and rolling with...
Well, not only, yeah, exactly. Not only laughing to seeing what I seen, but I was just amazed. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to listen. I keep it real, and Paul knows. Paul's known me for 4 years, and I just keep it real, good, bad, or ugly. I'll tell you, you two are talented. We talked about possibly starting to promote in New York City, and you're definitely on top of that lineup in New York City because I think you have a talent that just hasn't been discovered yet. And, and I really believe that. And I've been around entertainment since 1991, so I know a little bit about it. And we got here tonight, Polish Power, Paul. There he is, and we got Kathy Kimmel right here, folks, tonight live on Wrestling with Comedy. What a pleasure to have them both, multi-talented, both stand-up comedians now, both actors, very busy on the circuit. To book these two wasn't easy. I mean, they're booked here and they're booked. They're keeping very busy on the circuit and doing what they love, and that's entertainment. And they're here tonight live with us on Wrestling with Comedy. Let's go back a ways to Paul now. Let's talk about when your upstart. When did you start? What year was it? What venue and what promotion?
Oh, when I started doing stand-up or I started doing other stuff?
Let's talk about stand-up comedy, Paul, please. When did you start?
I started stand-up. It's going to be going on 4 years now with John Parada. Went to a comedy school, to basically learn how to do stand-up. And then I did my first gig at the Knights of Columbus in front of a very large crowd, and I was hooked after that because it was such a great feeling to make all those people laugh. You know what I mean? And I've been doing it ever since. And every time I get up there, it's like being in a different world and just having a lot of fun with a lot of people. And I like to add in different things. Like I do love to add in impressions and stuff. I do all kinds of impressions. And I also like to, I've never done the same show twice in all that time, which is, it's kind of like fun to, when I write my own jokes, I have like lots and lots and lots of jokes. And I think we had this discussion before that when you're in this field, when you're doing this type of stuff, that sometimes you'll wake up in the middle of the night and something will strike you funny and you have to get up and write it down because you're going to lose it for sure. But yeah, it's been, a lot of sleepless nights writing stuff down.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. You know what? And that's something you and I have in common. We both have the passion for stand-up comedy, and it's so nice that you and Kathy had, your lives crossed, and you enjoy each other so much, and you have that same passion, and it really brings out the best in both of you. And I love seeing it personally because you and I, Paul, became personal friends way back in the day. You also was on the Pete on the Street show not too long ago on cable. We had you on there, and I brought you in on that show there. But you've worked multiple shows for Keeping It Real Comedy. We've shared the stage so many times. We're so blessed, Paul, to be able to work up and down the circuit in the last 4 years, in the states of Rhode Island and Massachusetts, and soon down the road, like we talked about, possibly we're going to be bringing you and Kathy into New York City when Keeping It Real Comedy invades that big city. So, hey, listen, there's a lot going on, and tonight, one thing that I wanted to ask you both, and it doesn't matter who goes first, one of the two, I'd like you to do something for the show because we love it and the people are watching. I'm sure they're going to want to see it. I'm going to throw this at you. I'd like to have an Archie Bunker, an Edith Bunker, one at a time, do a promo for Wrestling with Comedy with the host. That'd be me, the real deal Joel Davis, comedian. So think of something on top of your head. I'm going to throw it at you. So whoever wants to go first, hit it.
All right. I think everyone should watch the Wrestling with Comedy with this Joel Davis guy there. Just try to watch the show as much as possible and make sure you hit as many likes as possible because this guy works 24/7 to entertain you dingbats.
I love it. Thank you, Paul. Kathy, Edith Bunker, please.
Okay. So I gotta put on my glasses because if I don't, I'm not gonna see anything. All right, there we go. I just want to say I love Joel. He's so funny. He's so wonderful. Oh, yeah, and shout out to his mom, Kerry, because I love her, too. We have a lot in common. We both have beautiful boys. And you know what? If everybody watches Wrestling with Comedy with Joel Davis, they will laugh and they will have a wonderful day. Hit the likes. Watch Wrestling with Comedy with Joel Davis because it would make me so very happy.
Thank you, Edith. Archie and Edith Bunker from the Allinthefamily sitcom. They're here live. You don't have to check your eyeballs. You're seeing them here live. They are here live. The Bunkers are here. Incredible. If you were to just open your eyes and listen and look, you would think that this was the original Archie and Edith Bunker. But that's just how good they are at what they do. Question for both of you. And it doesn't matter who goes first on this. Question for both of you. Actually, we're going to start with Paul. Paul, question for you first. What do you really like about stand-up comedy? Really love about stand-up comedy? And what do you dislike about stand-up comedy?
What I really, really like about stand-up comedy is just the ability to entertain people, make people laugh, using my own stuff that I've developed and thought of and processed in my own mind. And I think it's funny, some of the stuff that I come up with. It's real life stuff. And just some stuff that happens to you while you're just walking around on a day-to-day basis. Walking through Walmart's a real treat. That gives you tons of tons of stuff you could write about. And just interacting with people, and it's very, very enjoyable. Some of the bad sides about comedy is, when you don't have a big crowd and you're kind of like getting up on the stage and there's, either not a lot of people there or, in a small area, getting the reaction that you so desire from doing it, basically what it is. It's kind of like, I don't want to say a letdown, but it's kind of like not as fun. And trying to, when you write your stuff, when you come up with a joke, when you think it's funny, and then you get kind of like a very muted reaction or no reaction, it kind of like doesn't tell you anything if it was successful. So that's kind of like the bad side of it for me.
I get it, Paul. I actually agree with you in a sense, what you're saying. I mean, that wouldn't be my exact answer, but on an open mic, you don't know what you're going to get. I mean, open mics are so difficult because a lot of times, let's be honest, I'm just keeping it real. I mean, you and I met way back with Jim Small. I remember when we met, the three of us met. I met you both that same night, Boomerangs in West Warwick, Rhode Island. That was a real rough open mic. The waitress would walk in front of you, and the management would be loud. They'd have their back to you. The television would be blaring. You'd be in the middle of your set, and here comes a waitress dropping some plates and silverware in front of you during the set. Didn't really help out. And that was a tough open mic. And a lot of times when you're at an open mic, you're only going to get laughs from maybe friends or somebody that knows you, and even they make themselves laugh, and even they don't really want to laugh because a lot of the comedians there don't even want to be there. And so it's the atmosphere is tough on the open mics especially, and I get exactly what you're saying. Kathy, I know you just started stand-up comedy, but what so far, what do you really like about it, and what do you not like so much about it?
Well, I'll tell you, the very first time that I got a microphone in my hand, I have to say it felt like it should have been there the whole time. I had a blast. I'm on the phones all day with the public, and I get tons of material, and just seeing the people laugh and being able to share funny moments with people is wonderful. And just being able to relate real life to other people and making it funny, because out of real life comes, I think, some of the funniest things. And Paul taught me that, have your phone ready, because I've already started an open mic. I have several pages now of material, and it hits you at the oddest times. I think that's also one of the challenges, like Paul said, and like you said, that trying to engage the audience. I mean, I've only done 2 sets, but that's okay. And so I'm definitely looking forward to the next time I can get up on stage, because I just love entertainment as a whole and making people laugh. And it was kind of neat because Paul said, "No, you're really funny." So you should get up there. And yes, so I truly enjoy it a lot.
Yeah, and most comedians would actually answer this question just like you did, Kathy. And even though you're new to the scene as not to act in an actress, being an actress. I mean, you've been doing that for decades, and you've been talented your entire life. But the comedy is what you're coming up with. But you come up with the answer that a lot of the comedians will come up with, because the most gratifying thing is to hear the laughter and to see people happy, and it actually makes you happy, and it can also be almost like therapeutic to the comedians, and that's really what drives most of the comedians out there. We're rounding down about 8 minutes, folks. Any questions, comments? We have Polish Power, Paul and Kathy Kimmel, actor, actress, both stand-up comedians. I believe both out of the state of Rhode Island. Is that correct? both out of the state of Rhode Island. You got Chip Lowe here. Hey, Chip Lowe, salute to you, brother, man. He's saying hello. He's got the Are You Locked Down? He's got the big podcast going on. Bambi saying hello. Awesome. Great talented people. You got Mom here saying love you too, Edith Bunker. So salute to you from Chip Lowe, and we appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Please, if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel Wrestle with Comedy, please do so. Hit likes on there. We got two talented individuals. We're coming to you every Tuesday night, every Thursday night, live stream. This is Polish Power Paul and Kathy Kimmel. You're going to see them around when Keeping It Real Comedy comes back with a bang in 2026. And that could be New York City. There's a buzz going on. Don't make a mistake and think that Keeping It Real Comedy's not coming back in 2026. Don't put your last dollar on it, otherwise you'll go broke. We got something in this program called Deal 'em the Names. We're going to hit you both. We're going to start off with Paul. I'm going to give you one name. Paul, brother man, I love to see you smiling. I love to see you happy. And we're going to get the first name here coming at you, and Deal 'em the Names is Ralph Duran.
Ralph Duran. Very talented individual. Is that too many words?
Nope, that's fine. And then that's great. One statement is good, or one word, or a quick story. And we're going to go to you, Kathy. The first one on your list is Gigi Fall.
Oh, Gigi Fall. You know what? Since I'm new to the scene, heard the name, know it's one that I have to check out. So interested.
Yeah, she hosted the show that you and Paul were on back in Cranston, Rhode Island, back in October. Okay, yes. Paul, we got a second name for you, DJ Robbie Fresh.
Oh, he's awesome. He's great. He puts his all into it.
He sure does, brother.
Great guy.
He sure does. We got about 6 minutes. We're live here on Wrestle with Comedy. I am your host, the real deal Joel Davis, comedian Joel Davis, the original and the authentic real deal. Don't get that twisted either. And I've been in entertainment since 1991. Former MMA fighter, former professional wrestler, motivational speaker. Now I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm loving this ride. And I'm also a promoter and podcaster. And I've met some great people and become good friends with people just like you're seeing here tonight. We got a shout out right now from Chip Lowe. He's asking you both if you'd like to be on the feature on the magazine on his huge podcast. And let me tell you, Chip Lowe has over 10,000 subscribers. So you have an invite here. I'll get you that information, Paul, and you can check out with Chip. There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Absolutely. You're my hero.
You're there.
You're there. They're interested, Chip. You heard that.
Definitely.
So, there you go. And that's a good one. I got a little goosebump on that one. Here we go. And Kathy, number 2 on your list, Mr. V. He was the werewolf.
Oh, yeah, Mr. V. Awesome.
Awesome. Good way to put it. Okay, we're going to move quickly. Polish Power Paul, also known as Polish Smile Paul to some people. The name on your list, number 3, is Gene Wilder.
Oh, my God. Super talented.
That's right. Great way of putting it. Okay, we're going to go back to Kathy. It's Kathy Kimmel here tonight. It's number 3, Lucille Ball.
Oh, my hero, my heroine.
Yeah, okay, good way of putting it. We're going to go to Paul. Paul, number 4 on your list of 5 tonight. Dealing the names here. I am your host, Joel Davis, known as Real Deal Joel Davis, comedian Joel Davis. Number 5 is, we have 5 or 4, Paul, help me out. Number 4, Cameron Dewan.
Oh, perfect. He's a great comedian, and I got to meet him, and he's a very talented guy, and I hope I see him again soon.
He sure is. He's out of L.A. He's one of the best. He's featured 2 shows for Keeping It Real Comedy. He'll be coming back in 2026. Cameron Dewan out of L.A., Los Angeles, California. Yeah, we fly him in across the country. We don't use the same talent every show. Okay, and we go with you, Kathy. It's going to be number 4, the late Jim Biggie Smalls.
You know what? This touches my heart because the minute I met him, I knew that he was a special individual, and I miss him. I only got to meet him twice and see one show of his. I really, really wish I had gotten to know him better.
Absolutely, and very well said. And we are at 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Paul, we got a little bit more left of the podcast, but we got to throw number 5, Jim Biggie Smalls. Rest in peace.
Oh, my God. My best friend, probably the nicest guy you would ever want to meet. super talented, super funny, on every level. I've known him or knew him for like 40 years, and he was always there for me, the true best friend that anyone could have, and I miss him every day.
Yes, that's really, really, really great to say, and I'm happy, and we're all blessed to be able to have that memorial show for him last year. Unfortunately, he passed away last June 26th of 2025. Did I get that right? Did I get the date right?
April 26th.
April 26th. That's right. April 24 was the actual show, and then he passed away 2 days later. When I landed in Texas, I got the message from Paul. Very, 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 very sad day in my life, let me tell you. Number 5, real quick, Kathy. Nick Rossi. He was on the show with you back in Rhode Island. Nick Rossi, young guy.
Yes, he was funny, and I love to see new talent. He was young. I hadn't started stand-up then, and I love to take notes. So I'm learning a lot from these other comedians.
What a great show we're having here tonight. Thank you. This is Polish Power, Paul Koczwanski. He's also known as Polish Smile. He's a stand-up comedian. He's an actor. We got Kathy Kimmel, who's an actress. She just broke into stand-up comedy. They do the Bunkers. If anyone's interested, they are Edith and Archie Bunker. The best at what they do. We had such a great episode here tonight. We appreciate everybody that tuned in. And before we say goodbye, we got one statement. Either one of you can take it. Finish this statement. In stand-up comedy in 2026, I really want to
be on a big stage with Paul and rock the show.
That's a great.
And have you host it.
Oh, thank you. All right.
And be in New York doing it.
All right. Okay. Look, she's fired up. I don't know who's been drinking the beer. Was it Kathy or Paul? Because this lady's fired up. That's real good energy. That's sincere energy. We love you all, anybody that's tuned in, and we appreciate you tuning in tonight. What a show it's been again. It's Wrestle with Comedy every Tuesday night, every Thursday night. We're live at 7 p.m. We have another big edition tonight, episode number 29. Paul and Kathy, thank you very much. Until next time, folks, keep it